Hi! Today I'm going to show you how to make a text display that shows you the current time in the world. And it's not going to show your own time, as in how it is for you, but how long the world has been up. Now first, we'll go over here, and what we'll need first is text, obviously. So we'll grab our dev tip, which we can find in Resonite Essentials Tools. It's the very first tool in here. We open the context menu and press Create New. We go to Text, and then we can either do Basic or Outline. Personally, I prefer Outline because with Outline, regardless of if you have a black background or a light background, it's actually going to contrast nicely so it's still readable. Now next, we just select the text here, open our context menu again, and go to Open Inspector. Where we didn't have an inspector on this outline, let's deselect so there's no weird gizmos in the way, and then we can dequip. We don't need this tool anymore. We then equip the Flux tip, which you can find as the second tool inside of the tools in Resonite Essentials. And simply grab the text here, open our context menu, and make a drive. Now, next we need to actually get the world time. The way you do this is simply by going to your node browser, which you can open by opening the context menu with the U-ProtoFlux tip and going to Browse Nodes. Then we go down to Time. In here, we then have at the bottom a world time, and we want world time float because we don't need it to be that precise. After we have world time float, this basically just gives us the time in seconds. The way you pull one of these displays out is simply by grabbing the wire with trigger and then pressing secondary, which for me, since I use the index, is the touchpad. For Quest, it would be the same button as jump, so it's clicking the sticks. Next, we need to actually make this into a nicer value. So we'll go to time span, and then go time span from seconds, since this is seconds that have passed. Now, once we plug this up, we can actually see here that it's been 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 25, 6, 7, and so on seconds. However, if we try to then plug this directly into here, it won't work, and you'll get this little pop-up here called explicit cast. However, even with an explicit cast, it won't work. So instead, what we'll have to do is we'll have to go all the way back to the top, go then into strings, formatting, and in here we have one specifically for time spans, which is format time span. Now when we get to format time span, we can simply plug this into here. Oh, I took the wrong wire, plug this into here, and if we pull out here, we'll now have a string that basically represents the exact same thing. Now you might notice that there's 0000 at the end here, but not here. That's because this is still working off of an assumed double precision, which we're not giving it, so it never has that precision. So then we can just disable show millisecond with a simple bool. And now it's actually giving us the seconds in a really nice value that if we hook it up to here, we'll now see update slowly. Now, if we don't want seconds, we can just plug this into here too. And now this just shows us hours and minutes that the world has been up. And yeah, this is basically how easy it is to make something that shows you the time. The last thing you then have to do is simply select the nodes with your secondary action by holding down on it and selecting the nodes, grabbing the slot you want to pack it to, and just click Pack Into after opening the context menu. And that way, if we now save this little object here, it'll always show us exactly the time that the world has been up. Well, I hope that helped you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave any suggestions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!